Welcome to another episode of Third BEY Problems by Playcafe. At your service, my name is Leo. Here with my co-host Rockhart, we're bringing you another value-filled episode.
100% value, because that's the motto for 2026, right? Just more compact episodes. We're
Yep.
trying to get as much, save your time as much as we can.
Or just something you never knew. Something you never heard about, something you wouldn't bump into just randomly while playing Beyblade. That's what we aim to bring you guys.
Value.
Today is a very special episode. It's a long one, so you might want to leave us on the background. And in case you haven't yet, do like and subscribe to Playcafe. We are located in Upper McKinley Hill along Tuscany here in BGC. Open from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m., Monday to Friday, and on Saturdays and Sundays, we open earlier, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. You can check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/playcafebgc, or simply at playcafebgc. And you can check out the website, playcafe.ph, for all of the stuff that you might want. Magic, Beyblade, Pokemon, all that jazz. That's the website, playcafe.ph. We have a special guest.
Ooh, we're still not done with our world tour.
No. It's the third week. Third week na ba?
Yes.
It's the third week of not just January, but of 2026, and we're already going around. I didn't know this place was in Europe.
You're gonna find that out later, right? Did you leave that part on?
I don't.
The discovery.
We're gonna time travel, all right? We have our friend from Switzerland that Rockhart met first while playing pods, and we wanted to know what it was like from over there.
European Beyblade. Sheesh.
I was gonna say what it's like down under, because I swear to God,
Almost.
I swear to God, I thought it was in Oceania. But let's throw over to our interview with a good friend of ours from Switzerland. Watch this. Thank you, past Leo and Rockhart. We now have our special guest in the room with us. Well, technically not in the room because he's all the way in Europe. Yes, I just learned where Switzerland is. Our good friend Laffan. Laffan, introduce yourself, please.
What's up, everyone? Laffan here, founder of BXS, the main community of BeybladeX in Switzerland. What's up?
So, BeybladeX Switzerland.
Yeah.
Crazy how the homie reached out. I'm like, oh, there's a guy messaging me on Instagram. And nakwento pa kay Rockhart. I told Rockhart about it, but little did I know, Rockhart, you met him first.
I actually
Exactly.
played the pod together when he was visiting back home. So that was very clutch. And it was ang daming tao noong time na yun. So it was
Oh
really
gosh,
cool that
60.
we were able to play. Yeah.
So,
A big pod too, yeah.
interesting keywords when he was visiting home. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Laffan is Filipino in Switzerland. So tell us about that, dude. What are you doing in Switzerland?
All right. So basically, I migrated around after elementary with my family here, so around 2012, and been since living till today in Switzerland.
Wild.
Yes, sir.
You've been there for like almost a decade and a half.
Exactly, half my life.
Whoa. Okay. So what was that? You all migrated for work, or like just families there, and
Yeah.
then sunod-sunod?
So my dad has been working here, and we basically just met up with him here and started living here.
Ah, okay, so for
Nope.
15 years, basically your life is there now. Like, as a
Exactly.
majority of your life as an adult was
Mhm.
it happened in Switzerland. And so, what kind of work do you do there?
I do web development over here, yeah.
Okay, so
So literally
Switzerland.
local na siya na web dev that lives in Switzerland.
Yeah, like
Basically, yeah.
that's literally it of Filipino
normal.
descent. But again, I love how you moved there as like a young adult or like as a teenager, so you kind of know what Filipino life is like, anyways.
Exactly, yeah. But not into details, but also kind of.
Yeah, like
Something in the middle.
Like,
yeah.
how often do you actually visit home? Like, or I don't know if you call this home or
I do still
here.
call it home. But around 1 to 2 years, yeah. Every now and then,
every
That's-
year, every
yeah.
year. or
1
so?
to 2 years.
That's
Mhm.
pretty often.
It is,
Like
it is.
every couple of years is very often. Okay, so more into Beyblade. How did you get into Beyblade?
Sure.
Were you into Beyblade before X, or was X the entry?
I was into Beyblade around grade 6 actually.
Yeah.
That was Metal Fight generation, but I got really into Beyblade since this generation, Beyblade X. It started around October 2024 when I experienced it through a friend in the Philippines, actually.
While visiting.
He invited me. Exactly, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah.
He invited me to a tournament in Baguio, the Baguio community. Shout out to them.
What?
I invited my cousin as well, and I just let him play and just watched him.
Of all
And
the
ever since then,
starts,
exactly, right?
of all
Yeah.
the starts, it was towards the end of the year, and it was in Baguio of all places. Do you remember like what kind of Beyblades you were playing with at the time?
They were playing. I do remember some of them. Like I saw Drunbuster, some Wizard Rod. I think I also remember the shape of Whale Wave.
Okay,
Yeah,
Phoenix Wing
Alright.
was strong then, I'm sure.
probably. Yeah.
Wow, wow. You want to shout out your friend? What's your friend's name? Who brought you out to Baguio?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Kitano Ken. There you go.
Where is Ken now? What's he doing?
Where is he? Yeah, where is he?
He's still in Baguio, but I don't think he plays that actively anymore. Or at least he started again. Yeah.
Ken, look what you did. You brought Beyblade to Switzerland.
Exactly right there.
Look what you
He's actually
did.
also half Swiss, which is crazy.
What?
He's half Swiss.
Oh, he's half
Filipino
Swiss.
and
Okay.
yeah.
What
I
a,
knew him from a friend here.
what an origin
It's so
story.
weird.
What
Yeah.
you know what? I can't say if I've met or I'm friends with any Swiss people. Because as we work in esports, Rockhart and I, and we work with all sorts of
Yeah.
people from all over the world. I can't like say this person is Swiss. So
Yeah. MLBB is not like, we work primarily MLBB internationally and very rare
Mhm.
yung sa Europe, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
NA,
Probably
maybe
Asia.
Middle East a lot. Pero
yeah.
like Europe is like
I think
we don't
Europe
know a
is
lot of
very
people in
niche
Europe.
in terms of esports, like probably
Yeah, true,
CS:GO
true.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, CS:GO, League. I can't even
Yeah.
name like a
Dota
Dota.
probably.
Yeah, some presence. But real quick, Switzerland. Where do you live in Switzerland? What is the capital of Switzerland? Are you in the big city?
Uh yeah, I actually live in the capital, city of Bern, right there.
Burn.
Yeah.
Look, see, I couldn't have told you. Like, I know where I don't know that. So Bern. So at
Mhm.
least you're able to put up BeybladeX Switzerland from the capital, and I'm assuming like that's a big city. That's where everyone is. Why BeybladeX Switzerland? Like, what made you go
The
like after experiencing
big
that?
city is actually Zurich,
Oh,
but
Zurich.
yeah, we do our tournaments. Yeah, we do our tournaments in Zurich, and some of the casuals in Bern here in our place. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so Bern is like that weird situation where it's the capital, but the big city is
But
Zurich.
exactly, yeah,
Okay,
where they
sige.
Yeah.
think.
So from what I
Yeah,
know from Switzerland, right? You're covered in like mountains. It's so many
exactly. Yeah,
mountains out there.
a lot of mountains.
Pero it's actually quite easy to go around and to visit like other countries just by train. Is that
Yeah,
what you
by
guys
train.
do?
Yeah, we do that. Yeah, around probably 4 hours to Germany, for example.
See?
4 hours
Crazy.
isn't even Baguio. 4 hours isn't even Baguio. All right, so why
Basically,
establish BeybladeX Switzerland from experiencing the game in the mountains of Baguio? What made you go like, you know what? No, this doesn't exist. I gotta put it into existence.
exactly that. I've been competitive my whole life. I just like competition stuff. I used to play in Smash Bros.
Ah.
So I was like, yeah, exactly. So I was like, hmm. When I got here, I was like, I searched up online and didn't find anything. I was like, that's kind of sad. I started reaching out to all people all around all platforms, Reddit, WBO, Facebook, Instagram, just everywhere. Just cold chatted everyone saying, "Hey, I'm thinking of building a community here in Switzerland. Would you be interested to join?" And that's how it
So
started.
when you
Around
arrived, it's Literally no
No
one.
one,
As
yeah.
in, crew,
Yeah,
crew,
yeah, yeah.
crew. Like no product, nothing.
Product placement, probably barely. At least back in November 2024. Yeah,
Oh wow!
that's how.
So you decided to
Oh,
put
that's
it
so.
up as soon as you got back.
Basically, yeah.
You caught the Beyblade bug so hard. You're like so you fell in love with the game. What about Beyblade
I did.
made you do this? Because sure you tried out Metal Fight and then you went into X. What about X got you into
Yeah,
it so hard?
it's the action-packed intensity of the game. Like it feels like you're in the anime itself, which the other generations doesn't really have. Like the action where it bursts or goes into pockets. The intensity of the other players, even of them shouting, like cheering for each other. It was insane. It really felt like an esports, but physically.
Yeah, come to think of it, whenever I picture the Smash community, I can kind of see that same spirit in the Beyblade community. Like we don't get the same coverage as the other games or the other hobbies,
Exactly.
but
Yeah,
it's such a passionate group of people. So
it is a passion. Yeah, yeah.
with that said, that's like what, a year and November, more than a year ago. Like a year and 3 months, a year and 4 months. Uh,
Yeah.
since then, what was the tournament scene like? Can you describe like what
Ooh.
a what a blader could expect if they went to like Zurich and they wanted to play Beyblade?
So, our setup is basically nearly identical to the PH tournaments.
Huh.
Yeah, at least that's how I wanted to build it. It's a two-stage tournament. We do our monthlies. The two-stage tournament. First is the normal Swiss group stage into Top Cut. But the different thing about how we do it here is the deck format. We wanted
Hmm.
to eliminate having to check the parts for authenticity every time for
Mm-hmm.
fakes.
Mm-hmm.
So we created a deck format called 3G plus 2X. Basically just a 3G format, and you can optionally add two more Beyblades into the deck. But this can have repeating parts.
Okay.
So since you can't change your base every round, that's how we wanted to make them have the ability to change
Ah.
every round.
So
Hmm.
instead of every round, I can tweak and change like a part. I can have two extra bays that can have repeating parts in this,
Yeah.
2+ format. What do I lose? Like, what is the give? Why the additional, and how does that balance things?
So we basically lock our decks in the whole tournament. So we just thought of why not just add two more bays for them to be able to test in the group stage during that. So when you play it in the 3G, there's still repeating parts are still not allowed. You can just have it in the whole
Case. Ah,
five. Yeah,
so
yeah.
when I lock in, let's say when I say, all right, round one, Leo Laffan. Before I sit in front of you, before we come down, I have to have picked my three.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So you
Hmm.
give all the decks to the judges, basically, and every round you can just get all your five base with you, and then choose the three for that round.
That sounds simple enough. That's good.
Yeah.
Why the principle? Why the specific move to do that, to avoid the checking of like authenticity? Did something happen?
No, we just wanted to avoid having to play with fake base potentially, which has like the health hazards and whatnot. And since
Ah.
there's actually a lot of kids who play with us, I think that's a pretty decent move to do.
Oh, so you front loaded the checking so you wouldn't have to like go back to it if it does happen.
Exactly. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
okay. Interesting. Modern problem, modern solution. Just put it into the format. Uh,
It's so funny because where he is literally pinanggalingan ng Swiss format that's used everywhere.
Yeah, I
Oh
was
yeah,
gonna
that's
say,
true.
in your first stage, do you
That's
just call it a stage? You don't have the Swiss stage. You just
Actually, it's funny enough. When I started searching for the Swiss community, it was hard to search because of the term Swiss format, the Swiss stage. Everyone was like, "Is there a Swiss tournament here?" But it's just the group stage itself, named like that.
jokes aside, I'm glad to hear that there's at least a monthly established. But what about weeklies? Like week in, week out, because you know how like Filipinos are, right? I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah,
so. Yeah, you came in like a month ago when you first met Rockhart. You know that every day we can play
yes,
Beyblade here, right? Like
indeed,
every
indeed.
single day. What's it like
Yeah.
over there?
So we do casual tournaments from now and then. Sometimes just the normal two-stage format, or with gimmicks. Like we once did a ban of the stadium where we had like a lot of stadiums to choose from. Just kept banning until one stayed, and that's where you had to play. But in terms of meeting up, we actually do as well. Like we have our training sessions in our own what do you call that? Own place. Like some people in Zurich do meetups there, and some people in Bern meet up here.
So is it a store? Does a store support you guys, or is it like you guys have to like makeshift or like improvise at like at a cafe or something?
Oh yeah, we do actually have a sponsor. Shout out to Beyblade Shop CH. Yeah, he provides our needs for the tournament. Mostly, we do our monthlies mostly with the new releases.
Oh wow!
So for yeah, so for this month, it's basically more or less, if possible, like a month delayed. So this month, we'll be having Meteor Dragoon, Mummy Curse, and Dragoon Storm. Yeah,
That's good.
but yeah, exactly.
So I'm glad that there's a store that like supports you guys, and I think that's just
Mhm.
one of the reasons why in the Philippines it grew so fast. Because all of the stores also were like,
Exactly.
"Look at
Oh my
this!
gosh,
People love
the hobby
Beyblade."
cafes everywhere.
Exactly. Let's all support it. Again, that's why Playcafe does this. Playcafe goes the extra mile. They make a podcast. That's why we have this now. So,
Oh yeah,
um, does this format that what do you call it again? What's the main format?
it's 3G plus 2X, two
Okay,
extra basically.
3G plus 2X. Is this like what's done across the board, or what's the network of tournaments like? Because if you're BeybladeX Switzerland, are there other tournament organizers, or they're like who runs things elsewhere?
We run mostly in Zurich and Bern, but I found out that there's also a small community near the Italian border. They also have a little small thing over there.
Have you guys connected?
Yeah, we have connected, but we'll see. Maybe they can come to our tournaments. We will come to theirs and do some collab.
Again,
Cool. Well, can I just ask, what's the product? Where's the product coming from? Do you have an idea from the stores? Is it a Japan import? Is there
Yeah,
someone near? Is it Hasbro?
the
it's
one that sponsors us is basically from Japan directly. Yeah,
Japan. All right.
yeah. But in casuals, we can just put in some of the Hasbro base. I just fund it personally, and then through the entrance fees, it will be paid.
yeah. So that's as simple as it gets, right? The store you guys play at brings it in, like covers shipping, covers the cost, and then you guys just pay them. Uh,
Yeah,
import it. Do they get enough? Is there enough of like the Meteor Dragoons and the Mummy Curses that come through?
yeah. I heard from the store owner that after he came back from vacation, everything just got piled up, and he had to send everything after that.
Okay, so
A
when
lot of stocks.
just to put into context, stock demand. How
Yeah.
many people are we talking? Like in general, on a monthly basis, like who comes in? How many?
So in through the year, our player cap has been raising.
Ah.
It went from basically around 8 players, and now this month we're actually gonna have a full capacity of 40 players.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you started
Cool.
BeybladeX Switzerland with just like 8, like a nice little pod, like a warm little
Yeah.
like barcada, like oh look at this, it's the dudes, and then now you're at 40 plus.
hmm
Mostly European.
Mostly European, some even from Germany actually, traveling all the way to Zurich just to play.
Ooh, there you go.
I love it.
What about
Wait,
Pinoy?
yeah. What about Pinoys? How many are there other Filipinos in the community?
Pinoys? Yeah, there are a handful, but I wouldn't say a lot. Not most
Majority
of them.
European.
Yeah, majority still European.
That's so cool. So
Okay.
let's say 40, right? Including yourself.
Crazy.
What is that? Like 5? Like 3 or 4 other
Yeah,
Filipinos?
around 5. Exactly.
Man,
Around 5 being-
worldwide, y'all. Worldwide, we just love Beyblade. Okay, so I'm glad to hear that there's like this growing community. Again, 40, 50 isn't something to scoff at, especially for like a Western kind of like community. And just to read between the lines, I don't think you exactly elaborated. Mostly Hasbro, right? So everything that comes through there on an official basis is Hasbro.
Yeah, in official stores here, they are Hasbro base.
Okay, I don't think I asked this to our friends from the Spin Zone. What are your as a Hasbro native? As a Hasbro native, how do you feel about Takara Tomy ratchets?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
How do you feel about Takara Tomy ratchets as a Hasbro native?
Ooh,
Do you just
yeah,
avoid them? Do you
Hasbro
just like
ones are just. I still like them, but yeah, you do actually notice how much tighter the Hasbro ratchets are. I don't know what they're doing to that magic. It's just
Yeah.
tighter.
So most people just use Hasbro, and then they're like, oh, the only time they ever use a Takara is if there's no alternative.
I'm actually not sure if some players do Hasbro only ratchets. Yeah, I think they still do mostly Takara Tomy.
Really? Because if it
Just
was up to
because-
me, I would just keep using Hasbro.
That's true, but I mean they also buy the newest stuff from Japan, and it comes with the ratchets. I think
Okay.
it's just easier that way.
So here's my theory. All right, here's my theory. We just like what we don't have.
I guess.
That's a good one.
Feels
That's
more
a good one.
exclusive. maybe?
Yeah, it's just cooler if I use something that everybody else doesn't have. You know. So
Sounds fair to say.
back home we have to import Hasbro. We use Hasbro. For you guys, you have to import Takara. You use Takara.
You Takara Tomy.
So you would say because of your the shop that you have, and again, I think you guys have good access to Amazon, anyways, or like just online shopping in general. Stocks aren't
Yeah.
a problem. Like you guys can just like wreck a shark scale and have one ready, for the next week.
In terms of stock, yes, but in terms of the cost, kind of not.
Huh.
Still a bit more pricier because of the import. But other than that, the stock shouldn't be a problem, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, import tax.
Yeah.
Of course.
Let's talk about your experience playing here. After establishing BeybladeX Switzerland. What? Real quick, let me just ask: did you make BeybladeX Switzerland first? Did you like create your community there, or did you experience pods here in the Philippines first? Ano yung nauna? What came first?
I created the community first, yeah. Before I experienced or played in a pod.
How was it? What was it like? Was it culture shock coming over here and then playing?
It is. It's so much more intense in the Philippines. It's crazy. Also, you guys play in the Asian stands, like the smaller ones. We do tabletop.
I've never heard
60s
anyone call it an
tabletop.
Asian stand, but
To be fair, it is the Asian thing. Even in the US, right? They do it on the tables as well.
Yeah. Mostly.
All right, so it does sound like an Asian thing, bro. I get it.
okay.
I get it.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about the stand?
I prefer it actually. since I'm a
Oh.
small guy, I tend to be able to do the drops better since I can twist my hand a certain way
Yeah, because if it's on a
when it's
table,
lowered.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
You're reaching. Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I
You're
like the
stretching
stand more isn't because of a height difference. Isn't because of like, to be fair, Asians, Filipinos, we're not as tall as Europeans, right? Or like people from the West, or mostly other parts of the country. All right. When I fly out, I'm usually the shortest guy in the room. But I like the stand because it makes it feel like a sport.
That's also fair, yeah.
When I
That's true.
when I play Beyblade on a table, it's like I'd rather be playing Magic, y'all, or eating on this table.
No, we actually play on a certain stand as well, but just adjusted to the height of the Europeans, I guess you can say. Yeah.
So it's still
I
kind of
guess they are
tall.
taller there. That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, dude.
Your average height. What's average height? Like 6 something, right? I
Six
guess.
six
Yeah.
six, dude. I'm
Maybe-
just kidding. It's
maybe-
not 6'6".
5'8" to 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's like a tall Filipino, 5'8" above. You're like, oh,
Exactly.
look at this giant over here. Okay, so
Everyone's looking up.
so culture shock. You and Rockhart were there. Carl, can you tell me about what it was like for him? It was like a random whimsy, right?
Yeah, it was a random Wednesday. It was
Last spot of
It
the
was a
year,
lot-
right?
yeah. That was the last part of the year. It was relatively packed because people know that we can't play on 24, we can't play on 31 because store's going to be closed. So most people were actually coming in that day. So yeah, hindi ko alam kung if it's good for you na yun yung pa yung experience mo when you played
I
here.
liked it.
I don't know if you like that better, but that's exactly how it was. And I think that was 5 rounds, and there was actually quite a long wait time in between
Yeah.
rounds. So I remember that day. It was pretty long waits.
Right. Was that the only pod you played here, Laffan?
No, I played around 4 tournaments. 1 ER.
That sounds really good. Where else did you play? Okay, so you don't have to tell me about a whimsy day. Like that's Rockhart and
Yeah.
I's week in, week out. Where else did you play?
I played one in Baguio.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Around 40 players as well, actually. pretty cool.
Where in Baguio?
I'm not sure anymore, but the place was a fitness gym.
What?
Ooh,
Yeah.
they do
A
that.
fitness
do
gym?
they?
Yo, I played Beyblade in a bar. I played Beyblade in a restaurant. Never in a gym. What?
It was hosted by Nexus, actually.
Nexus.
So cool. I was able to meet
Nexus.
Nexus there.
Nexus is a real person.
It was
nice.
it is. He is, yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Sorry, you were saying.
What do you call that? We played in a limited format, the BCS format there.
Oh.
We had to play off meta stuff.
Okay.
It
So
was a cool experience as well.
may dala ka naman. You had your off meta Beyblades with you.
Yeah, I had all my base with me.
Nice. Okay.
Nice,
So
nice.
you played a BCS in Baguio. Where else?
I played the ER in Manda with the Kawayan League.
Where was that?
It was in Pool. It's a billiards place where they just rented.
Oh
Like
yeah,
a room
yeah.
in
I think
Ah,
Rockhart.
yeah.
Yeah, he's been there once.
I've been there.
He's been there
Yeah,
I've
once.
been there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Kawayan people are
That
cool.
was my
Kawayan.
that was my first one, and then the Baguio one was my second,
Uh huh.
and then the rest were WMCs.
Sounds good. I think you
Yeah.
got a good experience. I think especially playing in Baguio. Neither Rockhart and I have ever played in Baguio, so I think you got a good.
Hawaiian's like very street. Yeah, that's very street
Yeah,
style.
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. Street
Yeah.
Beyblade, bro.
You got a good
yeah, good
kind of
balance.
good spread of experiences for BeybladeX in the Philippines. What are some of the stuff you experienced here that you might want to bring back?
Definitely I think how you guys judged. I really liked how it was very systematic and how you had to like check the video clips.
Okay, you know what? I love how you brought that up because I'm currently in conflict with myself. I constantly argue with myself with the system because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Everywhere else in the world, Nobody needs a phone. Only in
True.
the Philippines.
True.
Only in the Philippines. I was in
Even
like,
in Southeast Asia,
yeah,
right?
I was in
That's
like
true,
3 or 4 different countries this year or last year, and none of them ever used a phone. Sa Pilipinas lang. So tell me,
eye judging, right?
yeah, which is to me, and again, based on the rule book, you should trust your judge. So you having coming from where you set up your community, did it not make like a how did it make you feel? Like having to have a phone, it's like, all right, 3, 2, 1, go shoot. You can contest 3 seconds. What was that like?
I think it's fine. We actually also do video clipping in here in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the way you guys had to limit the calls, I think I really like that a lot because what we did here before was basically based on hunches. Like, oh wait, I think there's an
I
aerial.
think,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. So we kept checking and we kept losing time because of that. And so after going back here and experiencing what you guys did with the checking, blah blah blah, and only really checking what the error was, I think it's gonna make our tournaments flow easier and better.
I see. So I guess the fact that checking and for what specific thing helps. I I'm in a weird place. I'm in a weird place wherein contesting shouldn't even exist, man. If the judge is sure, then wouldn't that
Hmm.
make the thing flow faster? Like if there's a judge that goes 3, 2, 1, go shoot, Ariel, do it again. You know what I mean? Like,
Trust
did
the
they not
judge.
save both of
Yeah.
us like 2 minutes of waiting for the video and like checking?
Yeah, that's in certain situations, yeah. If it's very obvious, I guess.
I don't know. Rockhart, how do you feel? Because I think you've been the victim of more weird calls than I have, and I'm the one who's having this crisis.
Because because I volunteer to judge a lot because I just want most of the time I just want the tournament to flow faster because I know sometimes really less experienced judges are like I'm not sure what this is, like that happens a lot, so I just volunteer to do it. But yes, I also feel like it's weird that we're the only ones doing it. That's the big thing for me. Like if other countries are willing to trust their judges more, I feel like that is better. Although I don't know, it feels like having that video just opens it up to like a longer contest window, a lot more debate, right? So honestly, it feels like we should. I don't know. I think Takaratomi should really start working on it and checking that
Yeah.
because it's an international thing, right? Whenever they push a rule book out, every single country will follow it, mostly,
Yeah.
Mostly.
right?
If they put it in or outright ban it, right? Like the use of recording devices is not allowed. Judge, you know what I mean? Like if they put that into writing, it should solve every. But anyways,
Yeah.
do you guys not have contest windows? Because I'm pretty sure that's the first time you've ever heard of that, right? Like you can contest.
We started implementing that like a few months ago, but I don't think it's being used that often, at least here.
Same.
Okay.
I've never contested. The last time I contested was like months ago. I contested like 5 or 6 months ago.
What was it about?
A spin finish, and then like both Beyblades were like I wasn't sure, and then they go like, yeah, the Wiro wins. Oh yeah, you want to check that again? Like that's the only time I ever did a contest.
Oh, our contest here is basically just before the point has been given.
Oh, there you
Nothing
go.
else.
See, but
As
here in
much
the
as possible, yeah.
Philippines,
Ah, okay.
even the call, di ba kunwari, Ariel, and then video shows Ariel. The blader can go. Can you contest? Can I ask for a second opinion? That shouldn't be possible.
Okay, yeah,
That shouldn't
yeah,
be.
yeah.
I get. And then here's the thing. Here's what's funny. When the player doesn't like what the judge calls, and then they go to the TO, and
Yeah.
then the TO says this, the player's still mad, and then everybody's just
Probably
It's like you
just-
can't move on unless like the call goes to your favor. Sometimes we do encounter people who play like that, right?
Maybe it's also just a bit of Pinoy.
that's
Like,
that's what
that's
everyone's
the thing.
thinking.
It's the-
I think.
That's what everyone's
Yeah,
thinking.
right. That's
Yeah.
But nobody wants to say it. But yeah. Anyways, we got sidetracked because that's a huge difference in terms of
Yeah.
Filipino Beyblade and everywhere else. But Lafan, I have another question for you. How about gameplay, mechanics? What's it like playing with other Filipinos here on home soil? Was it harder?
Yeah, it was harder. Yeah, I did feel basically how much more strategic and tactical the players in the Philippines are, in compared to here.
What is it?
Felt
Is
like
it like
it's
launch
really
tech? Is it the deck select the deck creation?
um
Saan ka nahirapan?
the launch tech and just the vibe of the players themselves. Actually, they just emit the aura. Like,
Sharky?
I'm much more experienced than you.
Is
Like
that
that.
is that a thing? People are sharky.
Sharky?
Yeah, they're like sharks. They're really
Yeah,
competitive.
suppose. Yeah. Exactly. It was
Okay,
that. Very
there's
intimidating.
that's fair.
there's something that Rockhart and I learned last week in the last episode of Third Bay Problems. We had our Singaporean friends on, and we didn't know this, but apparently Filipinos are known for having high RPM.
Huh. Okay.
Did you hear about that? Did you feel that playing your four pods?
Yeah, I think so. I've also heard of just how crazy everyone just launched. String or ripcord, doesn't matter. There's
So
this
Yeah, and what do you have
whip
like an
like
average RPM there? Like what does it feel like for
not
European
sure.
players? May I know? Like do they ever like talk about that?
start measuring.
No, sadly not.
No, they
Sadly
don't.
not. No.
Yeah.
Start measuring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'll ask
Beyblade
the
Battle
people.
Pass. Yeah, Battle Pass. Oh no, we started a new arms race, Rockhart. We started a RPM
Yeah.
arms race. Okay.
Oh no.
So
RPM world record.
just to tie in, Filipino Beyblade and Swiss Beyblade, what's your metagame like? Because over here, the Filipino deck, the Pinoy deck is Wyvern, Wizard Rod, Shark Scale. What is it over there?
That's good. Yeah. So I checked our statistics. Um, the mostly used bays are, of course, Wizard Rod. There's also Wyvern Hover. And then the third one would be Shark Scale or Phoenix Wing.
Wow, Pinoy deck. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of, but at least they still
Is
have
it?
Phoenix Wing. You say you have Phoenix Wing kind
Yeah.
of clawing up there. How about Cobalt Dragoon?
Cobalt Dragoon is being played, but I don't see him in Top Cut that much.
Ooh.
He's
Or
not used
Oh.
that much in Top Cut, yeah.
or like Tyranno
But
Beat,
in
Blast.
double, there are some Tyranno Beats. I like Tyranno Beat actually. I'm a main Tyranno Beat player.
Right?
Yeah. I just love it. But in terms of like the whole tournament, there's also Cobalt Drake, Silver Wolf, Golem Rock. Yeah, Golem Rock. One crazy bay.
Oh, how about
Drunbuster.
Buster for sure. How about Rare Bays? What's the Rare Bay situation
Bay.
over there? Like Aero Pegasus.
Yeah,
How can you
there
get
are
one?
some people. Through our sponsor actually, they also sell some, or online on different stores.
Okay, so import game, and
Like
then
you
you
never
just have
tried
to.
to get it through like the code or the app?
I have one, but haven't opened it. I'm keeping it pristine since the red one's coming out.
Okay, so collect. That's the
Really-
collector in you. That's the collector in you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so bottom line, you
Red
just
one's
have to.
really playable.
Yeah, you just have to pay the import tax. Like that's just how it is for most
That's-
things.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is.
So, real quick before we jump into everybody's favorite segment, I just want to ask, like, what are some challenges you face as a community head of BeybladeX Switzerland, or even as a player? Like, what are some tough stuff that you face that's specific to like your community?
I think just let's say time-wise, almost every time we've had to start the tournament delayed. I guess just because of our inexperience organizing stuff and hosting the event. But other than that, I think we just have a great time playing against each other. Yeah,
So
our maximum.
it wasn't a challenge to
Our
like
maximum.
grow from 8 to 50.
No,
It just
actually not.
happened.
I was very surprised. Yeah, every month it just kept going up and up.
So no promotion, you just show up, then suddenly like a long line outside or something like that. But how did they hear about it?
I posted online. Yeah. I created the Instagram account and just posted there.
Mm.
Yeah, and then I just still kept basically messaging random people, which I assume are Swiss, and then just say, "Are you interested in Beyblade? We have a tournament coming," stuff like that.
Okay.
It's insane.
So I guess it happened naturally, and I think learning how to
Naturally, yeah.
organize events better should follow. Again, I think that's a very successful first year for BeybladeX Switzerland. To grow from
Yeah.
8 to about 40, 50. That's a big win, I'd say. I have a non-Beyblade question. What is the language in Switzerland?
We speak mostly German, but there's also a French part and an Italian part. So in Switzerland, they speak 3, even 4 languages.
Oh
Actually.
wow! Oh,
But the
that's
main one is German.
German. Okay, cool. So the out of the 40, 50 people that come in, it's German, right?
Mostly German lead, yeah. Some
How do you?
French.
So, but you guys go 3, 2, 1 shoot still, right? 3, 2, 1 go shoot.
Yeah,
Like what?
we do 3,
All
2,
right.
1 go shoot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. My ignorant ass is like, do you go dry, do, or like, what? How do you count from?
Yeah. we do it in English as much as we can,
Okay.
since
All right.
Okay.
to keep it international and to engage people.
Of course.
as
Yeah,
well,
it's just player language, it's just the language of the game. But okay. So you've lived there for like 15 years almost. You speak German at this point, yes?
Yeah, that
Da.
is true. Yeah.
So you speak German. Do you speak any of the other language around?
No, not really. I understand a bit of French, but that's it.
Okay, so at this point you're trilingual.
I guess 4.
What's the other one?
4. What's
Yeah,
the
the French
Okay, so you're like
French, German,
You're
English,
Filipino.
Filipino.
and Tagalog. Yeah, Filipino.
Okay, so you're conversational French.
No, I guess not.
3.5.
All right,
Three,
well,
Trilingual. Yeah,
3.25.
3.25.
All right. It's so nice to hear about a young and up and coming community like you guys have in Zurich and in Bern. But for now, let's jump into Rate My Deck. This is a special edition of Rate My Deck. As much as we'd love to get your comments from the last episode, as you can see, we got a whole time travel-y situation here where we're recording episodes ahead of time. Spoiler alert. Again, we are still in the midst of a MLBB World Championship, so Rockhart and I have to play with our schedules very specifically. Laffan sent us deck lists for their community members, all right? So we got a handful here, and we're going to run through them. Laffan, why don't you read whose deck this is and what the build is like, and then Rockhart and I will ruin them. I'm just kidding. We'll score them.
All right, let's go. Coming up first, our sponsors, owner, like the shop owner, Kevo.
I'm glad you said that's him,
His
all right? Rockhart, alam mo na.
Set it up. Yep.
Kevo. His deck would be Wyvern Hover 570 Taper, Era Pegasus 960 Kick, Shark Scale 160 Low Rush.
Unahan kita. I was like half expecting a gold wizard rod when you say shop owner. So it's like the first thing that comes in my mind.
He probably has it in his 5
Probably
base.
has one, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. For this one, it looks good. 570 taper. Just because you don't see it as much doesn't mean it's super strong, honestly. And like we keep mentioning, 70 height, highly underrated. But everything else, I feel like, is very attack oriented. Like almost all complete attack
It's
orientation.
all attack, dude.
This will probably win a lot of PBBL matches if you bring it here. So I feel like it's a good solid 9 for me.
I'm only curious about the whole 570. The only thing there's two Beyblades here that's weird to me. The 570 taper, because maybe here's my theory. He didn't want to go 7 side because that is too heavy, and when that hits the rail, hindi na yung tatayo. He doesn't want to go 3 or 1 because they don't provide the right weight. So 5 is the next
Exactly. I
best.
think so too.
Yeah, 5 is the next best, and then taper for weight bullying, and some stamina. Shark scale
Yeah,
160. I don't see this anymore. I don't see one sided on Shark that's on the 60 height. So this feels weird to me.
Unless
it feels
it's 70 or 80.
yeah, this and on low rush nonetheless. So it feels like he wants to just invest in that buyback, which is fair. And then Aero Pegasus is a perfect bay of the whole thing. It's a perfect bay. So
Yeah.
despite all of my explanations, I think I'll give it a fair 8.5. I just want a control bay. You know how I am. I just want my one control bay. But Kevo,
That's
good
true.
luck.
At least one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with the next one. Bitter. Wizard Rod 160 Hexa. Classic. Shark Scale 450 Rush. And Impact Drake 460 Low Rush. Impact Drake is his Spirit Bay as far as I know.
Okay.
Okay.
So
okay.
Is that
just as I asked for a control bay, he went a little wild with that last one. Impact Drake 460 Low Rush. It's very bursty, but 4-sided ratchets kind of fit Impact Drake. Weirdly enough, that's one of the few blades you can actually get away with that. And then for Shark Scale, I think he just wants the height balance. Kasi nga, diba, 50 height and then rush. So there's some tech to it, but you're still very thin on your blade profile. Oh, this is okay. 8. I'll give it an 8. Only because of that Wiro. The Wiro pulled it up. I was gonna say 7.5 or 7, but the Wiro pulled it up, so 8.
Same for me. I used to think this way, right? I used to think lower is always better, but yeah, we're after playing more, it feels like people just underappreciate like what height can actually do for Beyblade. No, it's always like they're trying to go for the ratchet. You don't always have to go for the ratchet, right? So I feel like this is solid 8 pa rin naman for me. I feel like it'll deal with a lot of newer decks fairly easily. Pero I feel like natrabaho na to eh. Parang nasanay na yung mga players dito eh, di ba? Sa 60 height and 50 height.
I see. Yeah. All right. Let's go on to the next player. Cornell with Wyvern Hover 960 Kick, Shark Scale 360 Low Rush, and Wizard Rod 160 Hexa. I think that's pretty meta.
Yeah, 9.5 out of 10,
It's
dude.
meta.
9.5
Yes.
out of 10. This build is like 1 or 2 parts away from what I'm actually running today. So no notes. 9.5 out of 10. I don't have to tell you how to play this, Cornell.
Yeah, 9, 100% 9. It's not quite, it's not easy to run kick. We've talked about this so many episodes already. So unless he's like really good with it, it's still gonna be a 9 for me. Yeah,
I think that's why also some people prefer the taper over kick.
Yes.
To have less of that umph.
Yeah. So I think it's like unite, taper, unite, kick in that order. It's like in difficulty of use. Wait, where does trans kick fall? So it's taper, unite, trans kick, because I think trans kick is easier.
a little bit, but it does burst more though.
But it does burst more, yeah.
It's weird.
Go on. Graf Ludwig, Wyvern Hover 960 Low Rush, Mummy Curse 160 Hexa, and Meteor Dragoon 770 Level. I actually played against his Mummy. Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah, I actually agree. Depending on the orientation of the Mummy Curse, I feel like it might actually do better in 170. That's what I suggest. Because I have tried this. And your Meteor Dragoon you're on the right bit. Hexa works here as well. Other than that, it's solid 8.5 for me.
I'll give it an 8. I'm not sold on Mummy Curse. These are two weird. Wait, what do you give it, Rockhart? 8.5?
8.5.
7.5 for me. Sorry, I needed to scale. Meteor Dragoon and Mummy Curse are like 50-50 base for me, And then Wyvern Hover is very good this build. I just don't like that it's on low rush. I can't tech with this. I can't tilt as much. And
Need more height.
yeah, I need more height, whether it be on the ratchet or the bit. Maybe more preferably the bit. And then, yeah, this deck feels like it's very low, like low height. And I don't trust the one high or heavy Beyblade. I'm not a Dragoon believer, man. I don't know about
Yeah.
y'all. I'm like still. I'm still.
I'm working on it. I'm cooking.
Yeah.
I'm cooking.
Yeah. So
with it.
7.5 for me,
Don't worry.
8.5 for Carl.
All right. Here comes the siblings. Mundnar, Meteor Dragoon 960 low flat,
Ooh.
Impact Drake 760 kick, and then Emperor Brave heavy 170 low rush.
CX believer.
CX believer, no? Okay, so again, your Meteor Dragoon, I've also experimented with 960. Tanggalin mo lang yung F dun sa LF. Okay ka na?
Level.
Just put it on level. Impact Drake on 760k can actually it packs a punch, and your Emperor Brave is it's heavy. It's very heavy. This is 9 for me. I'm just prefacing it. It's a 9 for me.
Ooh.
Pero I don't know about low rush. Maybe you want to go rush na. Rush mo na yan.
Really?
Rush.
I think
He's
low
going for
rush.
full attack, basically.
I think low rush is good, Carl, because you're already 170. You're already very thick blade. That's not what's pulling me down. Weirdly enough, what's pulling it down for me is that Impact Drake. Because again, it's Impact Drake, dude. On a heavy ratchet. Even if you are a balanced bit kick, ang baba nung stamina mo. Like, I'm pretty sure after 2 or 3 hits, you just spin out if you haven't kicked yourself out of the stadium. What did you give it? 9?
Yeah, 9.
Wow, somebody's generous today, dude. Christmas is over. It's 8.5 for me. 8.5. There you go. It's just 8.5.
All right. Lastly, his sister Coco.
Coco.
Her deck is Shark Scale 450 Hexa, Hell's Hammer 360 low rush. Interesting. Phoenix Wing 660 low flat.
Now, don't laugh at the Hell's Hammer. All right. Some people still kind of weirdly bring it out and call it Error Pegasus or Aerial Pegasus, and then it sometimes wins.
I'm actually pretty good with this. This 450
Ooh.
Hexa, I kind of get why you'd play it because
Yeah.
on 450, like very few people actually just affect it. Pero like I said, don't underestimate Shark Scale on a high height. That's what I'm saying here. Phoenix Wings, your low flat is just gonna. I don't know. Phoenix Wing is great on like a rush, low rush, kick maybe.
Point.
Pero low flat or flat, it's just not as good. It'll lose stamina so fast. 8.
Oh, I see.
I'll say 7.5. Even if I did defend the Hell's Hammer, it's still out of meta. I
Yeah,
like
very
the
off meta.
yeah. I like the alternative suggestions for the Phoenix Wing. You're right. Point is good. Kick is good. I would even like try. Well, rush is open, so rush 660 rush would be good. Like
Rush,
there's a lot
yeah.
of
That's true.
protrusions to add like a little kind of like a Dran Dagger type attack style underneath that Phoenix Blade. So yeah, 7.5 for me. I think that's it. Did we do everybody?
We
Yeah,
did
that's it.
everybody, yeah.
Okay.
Not your deck, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Well then, I've been actually a very big 960 ball fan for Wizard Rod,
Ooh.
but
Ooh.
I'm gonna be testing this out. I think in next monthly 160 low orb.
Hey, that's
Low orb.
Totoy Lakit Tech, dude. We've been doing that for the
Exactly.
past 6 months.
Exactly.
Proven and
Have it.
tested. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, this is a really bully. I really like this one. Golem Rock 760 low. Yeah, low rush.
That's
A lot of people actually run
It's
that. It's great.
insane.
Yeah.
the one. That's the
I
one.
was very
Recall's crazy as
shocked.
well.
I was very shocked about it. And then my trusty Shark Scale 370 rush.
That's the
See,
one.
he knows.
That's
This guy
the
knows.
one.
This
That's
guy
the
knows.
one. It's gone
The
What are you
global.
talking about?
That's the one.
It's
Okay.
the height.
So
I really like the height.
that single blade or that single bay pulled up the whole deck. Uh, Nine and a half. 9.5 out of 10.
Absolute
You know,
9.5.
you know what
100%.
lowered it to me, bro? Just two things. I would
What is
change
it?
two things.
Oh, the lower.
Yeah, because
You don't like it, right?
I'm growing away from it now. I'm over it. I can beat Bays other ways. It has weird matchups, so I would rather put Hexa and then 770 on the Golem because it puts you at the same height as other Bays, and some builds just do not like that. Some builds just recoil off of you and die. So
Yeah,
I would suggest that.
Malakas mga kanto. Mas malakas mga kanto yung 770.
Yeah, so that's me. 9.5, bro.
Yeah.
Try that
Very
out.
good, very good.
Oh,
Solid.
What did you give it, Rockhart?
Yeah, 9.5. 9.5.
Okay.
Pretty
There you
much.
go.
Pretty much.
I love
Almost
it.
perfect.
Okay,
That's
let's spread the 370 pandemic, all right? I'm not gatekeeping this, all
Hell
right?
yeah.
Everybody should know because it's really good. I don't want to keep it behind closed doors. Laffan, we had so much fun. That was a pretty good hour almost that we talked. Before we let you go, can you please let everyone know where people can reach out to y'all in case they end up somewhere in Europe and they want to check out
Definitely.
the Swiss community?
Sir. All right, so you can find us on Instagram and TikTok at BeybladeX Switzerland. That's it. You can find all our tournament details.
Can they just chat you up
We'll
in
see.
case they were planning a trip in like 6 months?
Yeah, for sure. We can
Yeah,
maybe
Cool.
like host a casual for him.
Lovely.
We'll see.
Lovely. Thanks, Laffan.
That's
Great to hear from
definitely-
you. Hope to see you soon, man.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
Hope we can play.
yes, you
Next
take
time.
care. You take care out there on the other side of the world, man.
Yes, sir.
Good to
Till
have
then,
you.
guys.
Good to have you on Third Way Problems.
Okay. That's a lot of stuff to pack in my mind. I really loved that one. That was a great interview.
Compared to the Singapore episode, this one is more like because like they're a real region. Switzerland barely gets anything.
I mean, he said it himself, right? Like, there's just not. He's starting it on his own. Like, he's trying to get people together and spreading the good word of Beyblade in Europe. And that's a very central part of Europe, right? So he's getting people from Germany, France, Italy.
It's not UK. UK has a big scene.
Yeah.
So
Big scene.
I guess Laffan and the gang have to take care of that. We're moving on to our next thing here. You know that on Third Way Problems, we don't exactly cover leaks or things that aren't confirmed, but this is confirmed.
Yes. Because I think they also included this alongside a very cool booster, a very controversial booster, I think.
Yep.
That's gonna really drive a few people crazy, especially if you stockpiled a certain red Beyblade.
Yeah, we're doing back-to-back impressions, all right? Not exactly reviews, not exactly high science.
Not in depth. Yeah.
Just for what we think of what's coming, all right? This has a January 24 release date. I don't know about the second thing, but we're
Feb
talking...
14. The second one's Feb 14.
Okay, so like 2 weeks in between each
Yes,
other,
yes,
give or take. Let's first talk about CX12, Phoenix Flare.
You know what's so funny about the Phoenix line? The longer time is going on, the farther and farther away it feels like it's going away from the attack Phoenix that everyone just knows.
Right. I don't know what came first. It was BX23 Phoenix Wing the very first Phoenix?
I think so. I think it's at least as the first in every Blader's deck.
And until now, it's still like top 5 attack blades.
Yeah, and then you got that the rudder, the feather,
And now the Flare.
the flare. So honestly, it's a really funky looking Beyblade. You know what I've noticed? You know what I've noticed? A lot of the newer releases are so edgy now.
There's a lot of edges, a lot of... It's very circular, this one. Is it just me or does it look like brush?
It is. It does exactly. It feels like brush, kind of combined with like a massive, the massive assist blade.
It's no blast.
It's not blast. Far from it. Blast is free-sided. This one is more like very round.
It looks like flame. It looks like flame
Without the
plus-
horns. Yeah.
Flame plus blast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no. Flame plus brush.
Whale flame. Yes.
Right?
basically.
Flame plus blast. we don't have exactly the weight on this just yet, or like what parts are metal, what parts are plastic. But expect that it falls somewhere there. Also, it's a defense bay. It's a label as defense bay.
Defense, I know. That's
So-
so crazy.
Consider that. Let's talk about Zillion. That's the assist blade, Zillion.
It kind of reminds me of Charge,
Assault.
a duo.
No, more charge, more charge.
Yeah,
It's charge the one with blast.
It's rounded. It's rounded.
Is
yeah,
charge
yeah.
the one with blast?
No. Charge it. Assault is the one with blast.
Okay, it
yeah.
reminds me of assault and charge.
Yeah, a little bit of a combo. So many sides on this one.
Not exactly circular.
Kind of like, yeah, it's not exactly circular. Kind of like brush, right?
Yeah. Ano yung linalagay sa brush? Slash.
Slash.
Okay,
yeah.
it's not as attack oriented as slash.
Very rounded corners means you know it's not meant for attack.
Slash, you can clearly see it has teeth. This does not have teeth. So medyo massive-ish din siya.
Bit of massive. It's like a combination of so many. What do you call that? So many assist blades.
All right, let's just talk
By
about...
the way, normal lock chip, so no metal.
It's just the normal weight. Let's talk about... Okay, let's talk about the blade first. Just the blade. We'll rate the blade. What do you think? Don't give it a number. Just tell me what you think.
Yeah, depending on how like again the weight is just it kind of matters now, right? It looks like it can be outside weight distributed. Could be. But depending it might be light as a feather. And then,
Like a flare. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so something tells me that's the reason why it's a defense bay. It's because of how many like protrusions it has.
Yeah.
Instead of it being an attack centric, it's more like parrying.
recoil boy.
Sure. Yeah. Or like just swinging around the attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's at best what I expect from it, but I don't know if we're at the age where defense matters or defense is a thing.
Agree. It also might suffer the same fate as Leon Crest,
Yeah,
where it looks crazy. It
that one.
looks bonkers, but
Rip.
then when you hold it, oh my god, this is so hollow.
Rip. Lion bays just don't matter right now. Come on, make the CX Lion. Make it
We
good.
need a CX Lion. 100%.
Make it good. Okay, so that's the blade. That's our take on the blade. I'll say it now. Might not be meta. It's gonna need something else, but right now might not be meta. Wheel with this thing, maybe.
Possibly, yes, possibly.
Like a real defense stamina thing.
I can
but,
tell.
but blast as it is now is just like
No,
the
no.
standard. Let's talk about that ratchet 980.
Again, we have been on like a 70 and 80 ratchet kick here.
It's so good.
We've been trying it on so many Beyblades, and we've just made so many discoveries.
Speaking of Phoenix, that Phoenix rudder deck set now looks super attractive. We have one down here in the Playcafe store. If you want to come down, grab it. It's so valuable now.
Yeah, 970.
970.
Glide, which some people might actually like.
No, there's something else. 180.
180.
180 because there's a Sphinx cowl in there.
Yes.
Mm.
You might want to give it a try. 180. Just so many people are going behind it now.
Yeah, it's so good.
For good reason.
Again, speaking of Phoenixes, grab your Phoenix rudder deck
Get it.
sets. Okay, 980, very good ratchet now. Confirmed the extra height ratchets are like, above 60, 70, 80. They have uses now in the metagame, so you can buy Phoenix Flare for that. Let's talk about that bit. This is a new bit. The dub.
The dub.
Wall wedge.
Wall wedge, right? Is that confirmed?
It's wall wedge.
It's confirmed wall wedge.
Because
'Cause,
the picture shows you something that looks like wall ball, right? But you look at the tip of it, that's wedge.
So if
Wall
that's
wedge.
the case, I'm pretty sure it won't have the bit lock.
No lock.
100%. It could serve well because Wedge has been doing good on Wiro recently.
Yeah.
Wizard Rod has been so happy with that.
Yeah.
So we could probably see something with it.
Yeah, I think the reason why you would use wall wedge over just wedge and why it might be better than wall ball is you're extra protected from hits.
Yeah, you might be able to also stand more,
Yeah.
right? Because you have a little bit of a more area on the left of your bit.
Which now makes
Left and
sense. It comes with a CX bay. Because CX bays are so big and so heavy
Super top heavy.
that you need that extra help to stand up and stabilize. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if it's meta, but wall wedge.
That might just breathe life into some other CX combos. You never know.
That
right?
are defensive minded.
Yeah.
We don't really see that very often.
We'll see.
The build is technically defensive, but it still uses bits that have locks. So this might be a change in that. CX12 overall, is it a must buy?
For a Phoenix enthusiast, yes. For everyone else, Depending on if you have like some plans for 980 and wall wedge, because right now it feels like the blade is we've seen better, right? Blast feels like it's still the king of CX, at least in blades.
Yeah. Above all of those you mentioned, I think there's like three different kinds of people that might need this, that has to buy it day one. Number one, people who like experimenting.
Yep,
People who like, trying stuff out. Number two, pro bladers.
Oh, you need, you need every part.
Yeah, meaning people who like play Beyblade 5 or 6 times a week, or people who are actually part of like professional leagues or competitive leagues. And then three is just people who want to have everything.
Phoenix completionist.
Yeah.
If you need the Phoenix, a Phoenix deck.
Or not even Phoenix deck, just someone who wants to have everything.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the least of your problems. That's the X12. Let's talk about the controversial product now. Rockhart, you mentioned people might get mad if they stockpiled a certain kind of Beyblade.
Yes.
And you're talking about the Bay Park Dran.
Yeah. Exactly the same. BX48 is SRP price. 650, I believe, should be the SRP.
Yeah.
And then almost every single blade is metal coated.
Like $10, $12.
Yeah.
Under 15.
Which is crazy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's the thing. All of these are metal coated. Let's run through what Beyblades are in this product and what you can pull. The B4 Premier Store promo, Cobalt Dragoon black coated.
That's a prize bay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prize bay, but they're all technically prize bays in this case. 980 flat. So they kind of changed the configurations. It's no longer the 260 Cyclone that you're used to.
Which is good because no one actually used that combo.
Yeah. So it being a black CDG in 980, flat sometimes kind of used like off meta, B, C tier bit. Good prize bay.
It's a great stock Beyblade because now it's a tax CDG. You can actually use it right out the box.
Oh yeah. But this one not so much. Blue coated Shark Edge 470 Elevate.
Okay, great to have an Elevate bit. Great to have a Shark Edge. 470. You're probably gonna have to find a very niche use for that, right?
Like an Impact Drake.
Yeah.
Okay, something tells me. Is it all right? Real quick, side tangent before we go to the next Beyblade. Is it just me, or does this Shark Edge not feel like a prize bay?
Doesn't. Is it supposed to be?
I don't know.
It doesn't feel like,
It doesn't feel even as exclusive. It feels new, or it feels rare, kinda, but it doesn't feel like a prize bay.
For you know what? I think the actual Shark Edge with 560 is better. The one that actually sells the B4 product.
Yeah.
That feels better. It has more useful parts.
Compared to this one. Yeah. The Elevate is weird. You get a 560 in that one, and you get an Elevate in this one, and then you just end up with so many blue blades.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to that third one in the BX48 box. Mammoth Tusk. Oh, black coated. This one just dropped in value. Everybody has one now. 760. Spike. By the way, we don't have the other parts colors just yet. We know the blades are coated, but we don't know what colors the parts are.
760 is the only usable blade here, unless there's like some weird random dude who just uses Mammoth Tusk.
Spike sees some weird niche play.
Yes,
like
very niche.
C+, C-, D+,
In 2025, I've faced maybe 2 players who use Spike.
Yeah, that's it. In a real pod.
In a real pod, yeah.
I lost to one of them. Diego, you know who you are. All right, let's talk about Hell Scythe 385. This one's golden coated. It looks really good, but it's a crappy blade.
Yeah.
Hell Scythe 385 Gearball.
Probably my least favorite of this whole lineup.
Worst.
Yeah. I mean, you have a golden blade that can't even be a collectible because everyone just has it.
It's the Dran Buster with a metal needle of CX05.
Yes.
Kind of pull.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Although I would still use the Dran blade. This one.
And 570. That one came with a 570.
Yeah, this one literally nothing.
385. Sometimes people play 385 with clock. But that's it. Like you're stretching it.
Yeah.
All right.
Too high.
We got one last one in this one. Dran Buster, red coated. Again, this is it looks like a Bay Park. Again, you put these two together, you might need because I saw a note that these are modified or slightly changed coated blades.
From the original ones.
Yeah, so there might be some slight differences, but again, a red Dran is a red Dran. 280 Quake.
I like the blade. I like Quake. Quake can have some uses, but 280 we'll have to discover it.
Nope. So, is this a must-buy?
100%. I think you'll stockpile this.
Really?
Just because of the first four. Oh, sorry. 01, 02, 03, 05. You'd like at least one of
01, 02,
each.
03, 05.
Just because.
Okay.
So you'd want at least like a few of these.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? 04, that Golden Hell site is the only loose case.
Yeah.
That is the only pull that you kind of feel bad about, but everything else, you get the
Good, it's
value.
so good.
Especially if you get an SRP.
Yes, and you can even
Especially
give
get
some of
SRP.
these blades to newer players.
And they'll feel like it matters. They feel like, wow.
Such a great buy.
Look
Yeah,
at this. All right, so that's our take on CX12 and BX48. To round up this episode, let's talk about our decks of the week. We already did a Rate My Deck for all our Swiss friends. Rockhart, what are you playing this week?
It's Chrome deck.
It's literally
Drake,
Chrome.
Impact Drake 170, 170 Rush. Sorry. Meteor Dragoon. I'm on 960 right now, but it should be 570 Hexa, just because you want to spin.
Okay,
steal.
so MDG 570 Hexa.
Yeah, and the classic. Don't be the classic. Just go with the Cobalt Dragoon 560 Elevate.
So what's the thought process? Why you play Chrome? Why are you cosplaying Chrome, bro?
I'm just trying to mess up some people's days by spin stealing. So I'm trying it out. It might be good. It's the first time that a Dragoon deck has been viable. A full Dragoon deck has been viable.
Yeah. Just by blade selection alone.
Yeah, so I'll try to make it work. I'll let you guys know soon.
I hate that you have to play 3 different launchers.
Yeah, basically a normal ripcord for 1-2
For the Drake.
And then you need a left on the second one,
Yeah.
and then you need a string. I hate it, but such is the love of the game.
Yep. Welcome to Doc X's life. That's Doc X basically.
Yeah.
Whenever he plays Beyblade, he has like 5-6 launchers. Like, how do you live your life, Doc?
Very dapper cases, by the way. I love these
Yep.
cases.
Reppin' Weatherlight X. What's up? Okay, so my deck of the week is slightly influenced by Rockhart. Let's start with that one. Valkyrie Blast, heavy 360 low rush.
Yeah, he's yet to make this. It beat me, but earlier we tried it out.
I'm not 100% confident yet.
Yeah, he's not confident yet. but
Work in progress.
I'm gonna convince him. I'm gonna convince him with that one.
Yeah, I'm a Blastman, so let me know if there's something that you would like me to change there, or tips on how to play it. And then this is Illuminato Nice Baby, still very good. Shark Scale 370 Rush.
It's got some good results.
So comfy on that bay. Oh
Yeah.
my god. And then Wizard Rod 160 Hexa.
Good old reliable.
Yep. In a world of like experimentation and just people who refuse to lose, it's nice to have a control bay.
Yeah, and he's just gonna ram all these Beyblades and other people. Stuff's gonna happen.
Singaporeans were right, baby. High RPM. Let's wrap up the show again. This has been another episode of Third Bay Problems. We are recording ahead of time. So if there's something we missed, let us know in the comments below. Here's a quick schedule of events. The calendar for this week.
Yep.
When this releases. Do join us. We play BeybladeX 3 times a week. Tuesdays, Fridays, Sundays. It happens twice. For kids in the morning, and then Fight Club at night. We start a little earlier now since the extension has been opened. So just send us a message on Facebook to ask, hey, what time does Beyblade start?
Fun times.
It's at playcafebgc, all right? And usually it starts in the evening around 7 p.m.
Yeah, and we have more leeway to have maybe an extra pod or two. So go ahead and drop by
Just
and
ask.
ask what's up.
Just ask nicely. Again, that's at playcafebgc. And all the rest of our socials are here. And if you haven't yet, check out our website, playcafe.ph. That's where everything is at. And like and subscribe if you have not yet, because some people think they are subscribed.
Hit that.
But they're just used to the algorithm feeding them the episode. So please do like and subscribe. I hope we hit 2K this year.
Hoping so.
Or
Fingers crossed.
even before June. I hope we hit 2K.
We can do
before
that.
June.
We can do that. All of our bladers there, they're spreading the good word. They're sharing these videos to their friends. I know you guys. I see you guys in comments all the time. See you soon there.
Reach out to us. If you're from a specific part of the world, we would love to have you on the channel and share with us what Beyblade is like for you guys. All right, for now, this has been another episode of Play Cafe's Third Bay Problem. He's Rockhart. I'm Leo. We'll see you in the next episode. Y'all have a great week.